Imagine vanishing into thin air right after talking to the police. No trace, no clues, just gone. That's the chilling story of Emma Fillipoff, a 26-year-old woman who disappeared from the streets of Victoria, British Columbia, on a cold November night in 2012. 13 years later, her case remains unsolved, but new developments like a recent docuseries are bringing fresh eyes to this baffling mystery. If you're into true crime, hit that like button, subscribe, and let's dive into the details of one of Canada's most puzzling missing persons cases. Emma Alexandra Fillipoff was born on January 6, 1986, in the small town of Perth, Ontario. She grew up in a loving family with 3 siblings and had a passion for photojournalism after high school. Emma was described as creative, independent, and adventurous. In the fall of 2011, at age 25, she made a bold move, packing up and heading west to Victoria, British Columbia, without a job or place to live. She told friends she had a feeling something amazing was going to happen there. Once in Victoria, Emma found work at a local cafe and initially seemed to settle in. But life wasn't easy. She sometimes stayed at women's shelters and lived out of her van. Friends noted she had only one short relationship in her life, lasting about 3 months. By late 2012, those close to her noticed changes. Emma seemed increasingly distressed, possibly dealing with the onset of mental health issues. There were even mentions of a potential stalker who might have followed her from Ontario to Victoria and then Vancouver. Things escalated in the days before her disappearance. On November 24, 2012, Emma's mother, Shelley Fillipoff, received a frantic late-night call from her daughter. Emma sounded scared and asked Shelley to come to Victoria immediately. But in follow-up calls, Emma changed her mind multiple times, begging her mom not to come. Concerned, Shelley booked a flight anyway and arrived on November 28, the very day Emma vanished. That same day, surveillance footage captured Emma at a 7-Eleven on Douglas Street around 5:45 p.m. She bought a prepaid cell phone with her debit card. Earlier, she had purchased a $200 prepaid credit card. Witnesses say she appeared paranoid, pacing and looking distressed. Emma had been staying at the Sandy Merriman Women's Shelter and was reportedly living out of her red 1993 Mazda MPV van in the weeks leading up. On November 28, 2012, around 7:15 p.m., Emma was spotted barefoot and pacing outside the iconic Fairmont Empress Hotel on Government Street in downtown Victoria. An acquaintance named Dennis Quay, who had met her once before, saw her and grew concerned about her state. He called the police. 2 Victoria police officers arrived and spoke with Emma for about 45 minutes. She was clearly in emotional distress, barefoot in the cold, acting erratically, but the officers determined she wasn't a threat to herself or others and didn't meet the criteria for detention under mental health laws. They left her there, standing alone. That was the last confirmed sighting of Emma Fillipoff. She was 26 years old, 5 feet 5 inches tall, about 110 pounds, with light brown hair and brown eyes. Shelley arrived later that evening, but Emma was nowhere to be found at the shelter. The next day, Emma's red Mazda van was discovered in the nearby Chateau Victoria parking lot. Inside, almost everything she owned: her passport, laptop, journals, digital camera, clothes, a pillow, assorted ornaments, and even recently borrowed library books. It was as if she planned to return, but she never did. The Victoria Police Department, VicPD, launched a search immediately. They scoured the area, checked harbors for signs of suicide, given her distress, and interviewed witnesses. An unconfirmed sighting came in on December 2nd, where someone reported encountering Emma by the inner harbor after dark, where she oddly told them to remember the name Emma Fillipoff. But it was never verified. Theories swirled. Did Emma take her own life in the nearby waters? Was there foul play? Or did she disappear voluntarily to escape something? Maybe that alleged stalker? Her journals hinted at inner turmoil, but nothing concrete. Despite extensive searches, including dives and canine units, no body or evidence was found. The prepaid phone she bought was never activated, and the credit card was unused. A major lead emerged in 2014, nearly 2 years later. In Gastown, Vancouver, about 70 miles from Victoria, a man was caught on security camera ripping down one of Emma's missing person posters from a store window. He entered the store, discarded the poster in a trash can, and reportedly told the clerk, "She's my girlfriend and she hates her parents, so she took off." He was wearing a bright green shirt, appeared in his 30s with short dark hair. Police released the footage, hoping to identify him as a person of interest. Despite public appeals, he was never found or named. Was he involved? Did he really know Emma? Or was it a cruel hoax? This tantalizing clue added to the mystery but led nowhere. As of 2026, Emma's case is now classified as historical by the Vic PD's Historical Case Unit, but the investigation remains active. It's been 13 years, or 14 by some counts, and Shelley Fillipoff has never stopped searching. She reflects on Emma's love for Christmas and decorating the tree, holding on to hope despite the pain. Renewed attention came in January 2026 with the release of Barefoot in the Night, The Search for Emma Fillipoff, a 6-part docuseries by filmmaker Kimberly Bordage of Bayberry Films. Premiering on Emma's would-be 40th birthday, it chronicles the timeline, tips, sightings, and interviews with family, investigators, and witnesses. What really happened to Emma Fillipoff? Mental health crisis? Foul play? A new life elsewhere? We may never know, but cases like this remind us how fragile life can be. Share this video to spread awareness. You never know who might hold the key. Thanks for watching. Drop your theories in the comments below. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more true crime deep dives. Stay safe out there.